everyone, and welcome to Crystal's Place, the place where real people come to talk about real things. Today, we have the beautiful Michele Lawson, all the way from Harlem, New York, who came to visit us here at Crystal's Place. How you doing, Michele?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
I'm doing wonderful. Now, just tell me first before we get started. Did I say that right? Is it Harlem, New York?
Yes, Harlem, the place to be.
Harlem, New York, the place to be. There you have it. There we heard it. So Michele's here to talk to us today about acting, modeling, because that is what she does. Is that not? Is that not what you do?
Some of what I do.
Some.
I do a lot.
Some of what she does. Well, how about this? We'll talk a little bit of that. We'll talk a little bit of whatever else it is that you do, and then we'll bring it all together and we'll wrap it up. Sound good to you?
It does.
All right, excellent. So first, let's start off talking about acting. What is it that you've done? Why did you want to act in the first place? What are you looking to do?
Well, I always wanted to be an actress growing up. Well, I wanted to be an actress, horse trainer, veterinarian, and a dancer. So I was a dancer. My parents said that horse training and acting not profitable. And so I had to wait till later on in life, after I married and children, working a real job, buying a house, car, to pursue something I really wanted to do. So I started taking theater in college when I was at Howard University, and then from there, I really wanted to focus on TV and film.
Okay.
So that's where the passion is, and then moving into commercial. The modeling sort of came sort of a fluke, but I'm going to take it as far as I can take it. So I've done a whole lot of background, paying my dues, as they would say. I've been on Law and Order.
Law and Order?
Yes. Law and Order SVU.
Ooh, SVU.
And even though it's an extra role, featured, I always try to make sure that you see me. I can point myself out, like, right there.
So, let me interrupt you for a minute. So it's more like you're standing at a hot dog stand in the midst of, 10 people as the extra. And the next thing you know, you're the one that has to snatch the hot dog and squirt the ketchup all over as you smile at the camera when you're really supposed to be just looking at the man behind the stand.
Well, basically I'm an extra, yeah.
But you said you make your extra part stand down, so we know it's you.
I played a press photographer on Law and Order, so basically, I'm really supposed to be behind the camera, but, I got to move the camera.
So they see your face.
Yes.
So you're basically not snapping anything except the air. Do you even know how to take a picture?
Yes, I do. I took photography growing up.
Okay.
Art Carnival growing up, so I started with black and white photography, so I could take pictures. But I prefer to be in front of the camera.
Okay.
Even I know you can make a lot of money behind the camera. In front of the camera is where I like to be.
Okay. So tell us then, from the modeling standpoint, some of your greatest accomplishments. Was it always easy? Was it hard? Did you, like if I just want to get out on the runway, can I just walk out in front of the people and just walk? Can I do it?
Well, I basically I was invited to walk in a show with a friend of mine, and I said, well, I don't know. So I said, okay, so I'll go. I went, I auditioned, and I don't know if I got in because my walk was great or because I knew who she was, but I started with that show, Harlem Week. It was just a big show in New York City.
Okay.
And looking back on the footage now, I really didn't like my walk. I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't like that. So yeah, I did do some model training. A lot of times everybody has their own particular walk, especially the designers. They want you to walk a certain way, pose a certain way.
Right.
So every time you actually audition for a show, you're actually going into a different form of training for that particular designer or that particular show.
Okay.
So I just become a lot more acclimated to what they're looking for. So I've been modeling for 3 years. I've done a lot of runway, everything from Brooklyn Fashion Week, Fashion on the Hudson, which is a big show in New York City, Caribbean Fashion Week. I've modeled for over 20 designers. I love it. I like being on the runway. That's not where the money is.
Okay.
Of course, you don't really make a lot of money or really any money. You might, I guess, get some clothes, some recognition, some pictures, but I just like to do it. I like to be on the runway where people can see me. So now from there, I decided to take it a step further and say, well, let me take it to the level beyond, and then comes a level. So you say level A, level B, level C. So C is like a hobby. You might be making a little bit of money. B means you're going beyond hobby. You want to make money at it. You still enjoy doing it. A, you want to take it all the way. And it's all about making money and making moves and gaining exposure. So I'm not at the A level. I would say I'm between B and C.
Okay.
So I'm focusing more on commercial print, and then from there commercials and bringing acting back into play. So
Okay.
I sort of put that on the back burner, and focus on commercials, strictly TV and film. I don't really do too much theater.
Okay.
Same thing being on the stage is in front of the camera, but I like the big screen and the small screen. and the
Okay,
poster stage.
cool. So do you have any upcoming events that you'd like to tell us about here?
Well, there's a big show, Sense of Style Boutique, which is a boutique.
Sense of Style Boutique. Which Sense of Style Boutique?
Actually, this one was based in Linden, New Jersey.
Okay.
And the store is no longer open, but she does have an online boutique.
Who's the owner?
The owner is Melissa Melbourne.
Okay, shout out to Melissa Melbourne of Sense of Style Boutique.
Hi, Melissa.
Hey.
Love her. So her next annual show is coming up. It's May 19th. It's on a Sunday. It's at La Quinta Inn.
Okay.
It's in Somerset. We're real excited.
Spanish food?
I believe so.
Yeah, I like Spanish food.
but
I could get down with some arroz con pollo, not to take away from the
she's
show,
gonna
but
have the
I like
soul
Spanish
food
food. La
there, too.
Quinta Inn. Hey, mira. Go ahead.
She has a lot of designers coming from New York.
Uh-oh.
My friend Be Pretty Inc.
Okay, Be
Love
Pretty
her all,
Inc.
love
Shout
her
out.
all day. She has a
Mhm.
boutique in Brooklyn.
Okay.
You have Addict 369, Wakita.
I know her, Wakita. Hey, I'm contacting you.
And several other new designers that I'm not too familiar with.
Okay.
But I'm looking forward to the turnout.
Okay.
Seeing models that I've modeled with before from New York and in New Jersey, Philly, and I guess I really want to talk about shows that are in New Jersey because the rest of the shows are like in New York. So you have
Okay.
Fashion on the Hudson 5 coming up. I met a new designer a few weeks ago, Stassi Design. She actually designs clothes she takes like clothing, curtain sheet or whatever, and she makes an article of clothing out of it.
Cool. So like she could take this and do something with the palm trees and stuff and wrap it around and we could be like,
Yes, she can.
and we could walk down the runway with it and be seen.
Exactly.
Okay.
So
all
I
right.
don't think she uses like recycled material.
Wait a minute, this ain't recycled.
Well,
I
I'm
paid
just saying
good
for-
money for what?
Listen, for example, John Ashford, he takes recyclable materials, whether it's a soda bottle,
What are you talking about?
newspaper, tinfoil, and he recycles it and he makes an outfit out of it.
Okay.
So I would say she recycles, but she uses fabric.
I don't know how a piece of tinfoil would work for me, but that would be quite interesting.
It is.
Yes, I'm
fierce.
sure. We may have to look him up just,
Yeah.
for private, not for Crystal's place. No.
This stuff is awesome. You'd be surprised. I mean, he focuses on the shoes, but he designs clothes to go along with the shoes.
Okay, great. So, Michele, before we part ways, is there anything that you'd like to leave an aspiring model, actress with? I mean, you have any words of wisdom, encouragement, insight? Is there anything that you would like to leave our viewers with that they could just take hold of and run with it?
I would say you never look. I know this industry focuses a lot on size, on age. I tell you, never let that stop you. I said no matter what age you are, how old you are, what size you are, you can do it. You're able to do it. And if that's what you want to do, you just do it. You don't let anybody discourage you, deter you. You keep moving forward and you focus on what you need to do. Just as if you were a size 2 or you were a size 22. Just know that you're fierce. If that's what you want to do, move forward and just do it.
All right. Well, there you have it, everybody. That is the beautiful Michele Lawson from Harlem, New York, here today at Crystal's Place. Michele, thank you again so much for coming out with us here on today.
Thank you for having
We
me.
look forward to seeing some wonderful, wonderful things in your future. Keep us posted. If there's anything else you want to come back and talk to us about, let the fans know what's going on in your world and beyond. We certainly want to have you here again. Everybody, thank you for tuning in. Again, this is Crystal's Place, where real people come to talk about real things.
Have a great day.
Have a great day. Thank you.